What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery, and today I want to discuss some things, some ideas that have been popping in my head as of recent. And it's partially related to me personally, but it's just in general. And that is from my growing up over my lifetime, my 34 years of living, I've experienced some things that I can't get my mind around. My brain just can't grasp the level of ignorance. Well, let me rephrase that. The level of comfortable ignorance, which for those who know from my past videos, I call voluntary ignorance stupidity. So, but anyway, and this came about from on personal. I did a video a while ago on why I joined Freemasonry, and apparently that video is it is by far my most popular video ever. And when I made the video, even though the content in the video isn't crazy or isn't pretty much like this, the video itself, the content in the video is not controversial in the least bit. Simple as that. However, I knew because of the subject matter that it was going to be a very well recognized video. I knew this. I know that the word Freemasonry is a hot button topic wherever you go. I know this. So when I made the video, I expected people to comment, both good and bad. I actually expected it. And that's exactly what I got on the video. Some good comments, some bad, some stupid comments. And I'm not the kind of person that gets rattled by people having negative comments. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to upset me. I grew up in a time where it's people, when people say something about you that you usually could go to them and you can confront them face to face. I know we live in a day and age of the troll where nameless and faceless entities, probably not even real people, can come on to a person's page or Instagram, whatever, social media site, and say literally whatever they want without any consequences, because there is no way to find out that person is really an actual person. There's no face to there's no face to the message. It's just random stuff. So I know the troll don't bother. That stuff don't bother me. But what does bother me, what actually, it don't bother me like in a hurtful way. It bothers me as a curious sort of way. It has me curious. It has me asking questions, such as, with all the technology that we have at our disposal, are we more or less ignorant than ever before? And I ask this question because I would see comments on either my page or other people's pages, and the subject matter of the image or video or post, whatever, could be harmless. Or even if it's meant to provoke or evoke a thought or a conversation, right? Like I said, I knew making the Freemasonry video that it was going to start a conversation. I knew that. It didn't bother me at all. I don't mind answering questions if I know the question is coming from a genuine place and the person genuinely wants to know about something, whether it be positive or negative. Because even if the comment, even if the question or comment disagrees with what I say, if it is if it is given, if it is presented in a intelligent sense, I can converse with the person all day, even if they disagree. I got no problem with that. No problem. I like that. Or if a person just has a genuine, curious question about something they may have heard or something they may have read, and they're not quite sure, and they want to know to the best of their ability, and if I can give them an answer to the best of my ability, I will. I have no problem with that. Or if I have to correct someone, I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to disrespect someone or like that. Even if I disagree with them, I have to be disrespectful when I disagree with them. But what puzzles my mind is, like I said, like the simple question, with all the technology that we have at our disposal, this age of technology, the 21st century, we have at this particular moment more information at any given time than at any point in time in human history. Not only that, we have more information in one particular place. Like, I can grab my phone right now. I can grab my phone right now, and I can have access to more information right now than has ever been accumulated in the entire history of the human race. At one time right now, I can go on here and I can ask Google to look up something, and I can get more information on that one particular subject than at any point in time in the entire history of the human race. And with all that being said, we are still just as ignorant as ever before. It's funny. It's ironic. It's funny in an ironic sense. With we have more technology, yet somehow we have become less and less intelligent. Why is that? Well, my thoughts about it. I've thought about this plenty of times for years. I thought about this plenty of times. Why is it? And one answer came to mind from a movie, actually, movie Men in Black with Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. And Tommy Lee Jones said something to Will Smith that resonated with me to that very day. And I'm paraphrasing. He said, "A person is smart. People are irrational and stupid and easy." I'm paraphrasing. He pretty much saying that an individual can grasp concepts and ask intelligent questions and, you know, delve deep into information and come out enlightened somehow. However, when it comes to a group of people, people as a whole have a tendency to follow the herd, so to speak. Meaning, no matter how much information is out there that's been proven, substantiated, all that, if a group of people want to believe something, keep in mind what I said. If a group of people want to believe in something, even though the information given has been proven and substantiated, goes against what they believe. If enough people believe in that information, despite how wrong it is, you cannot convince that group of people that the information is wrong. You can't do it. You may be able to convince a person, you may be able to convince one person that what they know or what they believe may be wrong. Or even better yet, You can get one person to at least take the time and think about whether or not what they believe or what they know is wrong, is true or false. Now, you're not trying to convince them that what you're saying is true or what they believe is false. No, no, no. You can convince a person to at least take in the information given that may contradict what they believe or what they have experienced, and have that person go home or go back to where they're from and say, I never thought of it like that. Let me think. Let me research. Let me Google it. Let me think about it. Let me test it. Let me put through my own filter and see if what you say is true. And if what you say is true, and not just what you say, but if what is proven is true, yet it contradicts what I may believe or what I have been taught to believe, and I believe it to be fact, if it contradicts that, then I have no problem saying, you know what, you're right. I thought this at one point. However, due to the overwhelming information that I have gathered and what I've been shown or what I've been told, I've come to the conclusion that what I believe is incorrect. You're right. Like the Columbus thing. For years, when I was a little kid, I was taught Columbus, 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, he discovered America, all that crap, all that stuff. However, when you have overwhelming data that shows you that he did not discover America, you now have to wrestle with what you have been taught and now what is proven to you that contradicts that. Cognitive dissonance. Well, I say all that to say this. How is it that with so much information at literally our fingertips, that we can still come out just as ignorant as we were before? It seems like people were more intelligent before the internet than after. And I think that's because before the internet, if you wanted to know something, or if you wanted to prove something, or if you wanted to disprove something, you actually had to investigate for yourself. Meaning you didn't have the luxury of clicking a button and everything is answered for you. You actually had to go and find the answers that either proved or disproved what you were going against, or with the information that you had. But now with internet, it's all about it was not even really about who is even right. It's who can be the loudest, who can say the most provocative things, and who can say the most provocative things the loudest and say it first, whether or not it's true. It's all about being first, not being right or being correct. And to me, that is a very, very, it's detrimental. It's detrimental because when you give a person information, however, you did not show the person how to think about the information. That's the key. There's nothing wrong with information. Information is powerful. But when you give a person the information, but have not given them or have not introduced them into methods of actually thinking critically, when you hear a controversial statement or you hear controversial information, yet you never take the time to actually take that information in and actually rattle it through your brain and have it and just think on the information, study it, really study. Like, don't just because it sounds good to you. That's what I think it is. I think people people will gravitate towards what they already believe. Like if you already believe something, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna go to information that may disagree with you. Most of the times when you have an idea in your head that you believe to be true, most of the times you're gonna gravitate towards any information or any person that thinks the way you think, that feels the way you feel, that says what you think, and you think that that is it. You think that that's correct. You think that because they believe what you believe, that it is correct. That is not logical. That is flawed on so many levels. Usually the things that are correct are things that are proven time and time again, and they are correct whether or not you believe it. Like it don't matter what you feel. Your personal bias has nothing to do with what is correct or not. If something is true, it is true whether or not you believe it. You can say all you want to. You can say you can believe if you want that you can fit the sun in the palm of your hand. You can believe it all you want to. That's fine. Believe it all you want. However, despite what you may believe, because belief and knowing are two different things. What you know and what you believe are not the same thing. They don't even have this, the definitions are totally different. What you believe, a belief is information that is not substantiated by facts. That's what a belief is. You don't need facts to believe. Okay? That's the definition of belief. Unsubstantiated information. You do not need facts to believe something. You can say an idea and you can say it's true. However, if someone says, what facts do you have to prove this? And are these facts independent of your particular viewpoint, of your particular bias? Meaning, if you have a bias towards this information, if the facts come about, will they prove you to be right or wrong, regardless of what you and I or whoever thinks? Okay? Back to what we said. We live back to the main point. A culture of ignorance. I believe, like I said, keep on saying, I believe we live in a culture of ignorance. I say this because so many things, so many stories come about on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff. Yet the level of scrutiny, put like this: Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian, people will pick through that with a fine-tooth comb. Will dissect it to the nth degree till there's nothing else to add or subtract from it. They will even add on things that aren't even a part of the story onto it. However, when it comes to somebody giving you information that can actually better you, you may discard it. I don't feel like hearing that. I don't feel like hearing that. Oh, but Rob Kardashian said you're the Blac Chyna, go to court and stuff. They'll do all that. People will believe love and hip hop before they believe information that has been proven. Like I'll give an example. In the video I made about why I became a Freemason. Keep in mind, in the video I made about why I became a Freemason, I did not say how long I was a Freemason. I did not say that. I never said what year I joined. Never said that. However, because of people's previous ideas and notions of Freemasonry, they wrote down, well, you're new, so you don't know what's really going on. You don't know how deep it goes. You just got there. Keep in mind, I never said in the video how long I was a Freemason. You don't know if I've been there for 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 7, 6, 15. You don't know. But because the person already had a preconceived notion, and then you see the title, "Why I Became a Freemason," they already imprinted their bias onto information. They just totally just skipped by what I said and went to their own conclusion. Okay? Another thing. Why? Why are people so comfortable in their ignorance? Why are people so content in sitting and wallowing in their ignorance? I thought about this plenty of times, and I think I come up with my own conclusion to this answer that I asked myself. I believe people are comfortable in their ignorance because the mystery is sexy. The mystery, the unknown, is intriguing. The unknown is appealing. The unknown is seductive. When you don't know, when there's a subject matter that is so tantalizing, it's so ambiguous, it's not left, it's not right, it's not up, it's not down. It's just what's the word for it? It's just so mysterious. I put mysterious is the best way I could put it. It's so mysterious. But when a person has questions about the mysterious, and then they have their own bias already, you put someone's bias with the mysterious, and you'll come up with a conspiracy theory like you've never heard before. Right? So the unknown is mysterious, it's sexy. But you know what isn't sexy? You know what's not sexy? You know what's not fun? Because mystery can be fun. It also can be dangerous, but mystery also can be fun. But you know what's not fun? Finding out for yourself and having the possibility of your bias being shattered. That's not fun. That's not sexy. That's not intriguing. You know why? Because in the event that whoever, like, if the person who says, "Oh, you just joined Freemasonry, you're new," or somebody called me a rat because they thought that I was telling secrets on the video. Now, keep in mind, there were actual Freemasons who seen the video, who complimented me on the information, on what I said. So if anybody were to actually call me a rat, if I said something that I should not have said, and there were actual Freemasons who commented on that video, if anybody should have corrected me, who should have come to me and chastised me or admonished me, it would have been another Freemason. And yet, there is not one Freemason who has commented on that video who said that I said something inappropriate. Every single person who commented on that video who said that I said something inappropriate, or I didn't know what I was talking about, or I was a puppet, or I was stupid for joining, or I will finally see that God will shut me down and I'm worshiping the devil and I got to making blood sacrifices. It's actually what it said. Now, some of them some of the comments are so ridiculous, I just blocked them. Other comments I could leave on there because if it's just outlandish, I'll just block you. Just going about my day because I ain't gonna be sweating on that crap. But anyway, one person actually asked me. Actually, let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can, because it was actually a video. I'm gonna look it up because this right here happened just recently. Let me see if I can find it. To my history. I'm gonna read this to you, right? All right, here we go. So my comments. I got 80 comments. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Let me see if I can find so we can add some context to this right here. All right, see. Here's something right here. All right. This person, I'm not going to mention the name, but you can see their face, asked me, why do it cost? Because I mentioned in the video, in the Freemason video, that there's a cost to it, application fee, all that stuff. And they asked me a simple, honest, cool question. I actually like the question. It said, why do it cost? That's the question that he asked me. I said, excellent question. I said, the cost, I said, the cost, said there are costs that go into the maintenance of the lodge. Like any structure, it has to be functional so it can be used properly. A worn out building is not a suitable place to congregate. Meaning that all the dues you pay, all the fees that go into you joining the like any organization, all organizations, you need funding. You need funding so you can maintain. Okay? Now, here's the thing. And he responded. He said it ain't that deep. He lying. Because I said that the way to join is not that deep. Anybody who's a Freemason knows that it's not that, like why am I not that deep? Like, no, you ain't gotta chop your right arm off and say, here you go, here's payment, here's a toll. No, you ain't gotta do all that. It ain't that deep. Okay? And I asked the question, I'm curious. Have you ever joined a lodge? Have you ever spoken to a Freemason personally? What do you know, not believe, from your own personal experience about Freemasonry? I'm asking the person, I'm pretty much asking, why don't you go join yourself? Go join for yourself. Go join. And then all of your questions will be answered because you could read a book about Freemasonry uncovered and all that stuff. And you can talk to somebody who isn't one about it. But why don't you take the time, effort, and energy, and yes, the money, because you need, like I said, you need payment, to join, and then all of your questions can be answered firsthand. That way, there is no speculation anymore. You don't have to rely on secondhand information because the books you read, the people you talk to, they're telling you from their point of view. How about you join yourself and find out for yourself? And here's his response right now. I got the person's response right now. I'm going to read it to you. Yes, I have spoken to one in jail. He told me some things. Okay. If they so good, why can't they help guys who were incarcerated before? Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Third response from him. Jay-Z denies being one, and he is. Go find out, question mark. Anyone can't just go to a lodge. Last one. Is joining a brotherhood beneficial to income and education? First of all, who do you know in jail that's a Freemason? Okay. Now, actually, matter of fact, I'm going to skip all that. I'm going to skip all of that. I'm going to answer his questions with a question. So, whoever, I'm not going to call their name, but if you see this video, here's a question I have for you. Whether or not you believe me, I don't care if you believe me or not. What would it take to convince you? Because my video is not speaking negatively. So, what would it take? Like, do you want to believe or do you not? Two ways. You either can go join a lodge yourself. What would it take? What would it take to convince you that some of your information is poorly misplaced? Your ignorance is showing. What will it take you to answer those questions? That's my only answer. That's one question right there. Anyway, but I just gave you an example of people comfortable in their ignorance. You said Jay-Z denies being one, and he is. First of all, Freemasons are not ashamed to tell you that they're Freemasons. They got bumper stickers all over the place. Bumper stickers and rings and all that stuff. Not afraid. Second of all, you can go on any website and they say famous Freemasons. They can tell you and they tell you the lodge that they're from. You want to find out Jay-Z the Freemason? Go look up the lodge that he belongs to. Go look up, type in Google, what lodge does Jay-Z belong, what Freemason lodge does Jay-Z belong to? Now what you can do is you can go find information to that lodge and call that lodge. 9 times out of 10, if Jay-Z the Freemason, that means that most likely the lodge he's a part of has a website. Go look up the website, go find a number, go call them yourself and ask them, I have a question. Is Jay-Z a Freemason and does he belong to your lodge? But I bet you won't do that, will you? You know why? Because you're comfortable in your ignorance. Because what if you say Jay-Z's a Freemason and he's not? Don't matter, but what if you say he's a Freemason and then you come to find out he really isn't? Then what does that mean for you? That means you got to sit back and really think about, man, why don't you join? Join one. It is that easy. Go join one. Go join one. It is that easy. Go join one. Anyway, I'm off that. I didn't mess with that. Anyway. Are we comfortable in our ignorance? I believe we live in a day and age where people have become intellectually lazy. That's the best way to put it. We live in a culture where it is popular to be comfortable in your ignorance. We have become intellectually lazy. We have become mentally impotent. We have become cerebrally castrated. That was a good one right there. That was good. We are so fixed on what we believe and we are too afraid to see if what we believe is actually correct. Once you know something, you no longer believe. Once you know something is true, whether or not you believe it, belief goes away. If I know that in the wintertime it gets cold, I don't need to believe anymore. I know it gets cold in the winter. I also know that if In the summertime, it gets hot as the dickens, like it is now where I live. It is hot. I don't need to believe anymore because I know I have information that has been proven time and time again. It has yet to be disproven. In the summertime, it gets hot as crap. In the wintertime, it gets cold as crap. I also know that in the springtime, I get allergies. I don't need to believe it. I know it. I have evidence to prove that in the springtime, I get allergies. So every spring, I get to sneeze like a machine gun. Okay? Once you know, you no longer have to believe. I know that may be hurtful to a lot of people. But what do you mean you don't believe? You mean if once you know something, once that thing that you believe has been proven. Proven means that it has been evidence shown. Okay? That all the scrutiny that you can possibly bring against this idea, once you have brought all of the scrutiny that is humanly possible against this idea, and this idea still stands to be what it is, you no longer have to believe because you now know. Okay? That's how you deal with ignorance. Stop being comfortable in your ignorance. Stop sitting in your ignorance, because voluntary ignorance is stupidity. Okay. I'm done. It's just been on my mind. I had to get it off my chest. I went on for like 37 minutes anyway. But thank you all for watching this video. Leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you all later. Peace.